Well, hello there, friends. It's Three Card Thursday from Cards of Light, Bright Blessings of the Tarot for October 27th, 2022. Thank you for joining me again this week for our three-card energy reading. Let's give the cards another little shuffle, and we're back to the Thoth deck again this week. It was fun while it lasted working with the Rider deck, but I don't know, something about this one just, keeps drawing me in. This is a large format. This particular edition of these cards, see the gilt edging on these and stuff? I think they were maybe printed in Germany or something, and they're huge, but cool. And hard to find. I've tried to find another deck like this, just, in case of the deck apocalypse or something where you can't get them anymore, but it looks like it's already come. Okay, enough of that. Let's take a few breaths and get our minds still here before we begin. Tarot Apocalypse would be a good name for I don't know, a comic book or something. All right. We have the Princess of Wands to begin. We have the Death card, right square in the middle. Okay, and the Five of Wands. So 2 cards from the Suit of Wands, Court card and a pip. Got that right this week for a change. And then this Major in the middle, the Death card here. One of my favorites in this Thoth deck. It is just so mysterious and beautiful. And appropriate coming here in now Scorpio season. All right. Princess of Wands. Wands, the suit of fire, the suit of passion, the suit of desire. Sometimes the suit of career, suit of sexual energy. We talked about all of this before. It is the first of the suits, and represents that sort of really intense energy. And this princess is the sort of beginner with all of that. So when we think of the suits in terms of elements, wands are fire. When we think of the ranks of the court cards in terms of the elements, princesses are earth. So this is earth of fire represented in this card. This is like the very passionate beginner would be the way that I would think of this this card. Lots of enthusiasm, beginning some kind of creative endeavor. Just lots of enthusiasm, lots of hey, let's go type of energy. Maybe not always properly directed, but sometimes will carry the day anyway, just because of the amount of energy involved there. Maybe a little bit of naivete going on there, maybe not the wisest character among all of the court cards, but some wherewithal, some savvy, and lots of energy to put into something. And so as an opener here, and we've talked about this before, I tend to think of these positions in a 3-carder as not so much past, present, and future, but sort of opening influences or influences that we're carrying into the current situation, and then sort of what's going on or what's emerging now, and then what may be, kind of coming into the picture soon. So as an opener here, lots of enthusiasm. This seems like it might be a creative project that someone has embarked on. Not that they're planning to embark on, but they've already gotten started. Either something in the arts or um, something along those lines, music, literature, graphic arts, theater, something along those lines, or could be a passion project. For some reason, the notion of a fundraising effort is hitting my intuition here. So, and I'm seeing somebody really young and really enthusiastic that has jumped into this endeavor. And there's going to be some transformation involved, I think, as a result of that. So this death card represents transformation. It represents, kind of deep creativity where we throw everything up in the air. Everything is thrown up in the air, and we have to leave some things behind in order to move forward. I think this card, it seems like, came up on Sunday, on our Sunday morning spread this week when we were using the rider deck, and talked at that time about how we, in order to move forward, sometimes we have to let go of attachments to things that don't serve us anymore. This is like a learning process here for somebody, and I don't know who that is, but if this is resonating with you, and you come in with enthusiasm, and now all of a sudden you've just hit a brick wall, where best laid plans are not going to move forward the way that you had thought they would, and you're feeling this sense of loss and something ending. Hang in there, because it's a learning process, and there is more to come. Unfortunately, part of what the more to come is this Five of Wands, and we've seen this card before too. This is pent up energy that is beginning to move from a stable state to a more disorganized or diffused state. And I think of it as like a pressure cooker, that when the energy builds up and builds up and builds up, and then all of a sudden, boom, something's got to give here. And so we see that Crowley has styled this one Strife. This is the one in the rider deck that shows the five characters kind of knocking their wands together, and it doesn't look like a serious fight, like an angry, serious thing where people are out for blood, but just more energy kind of breaking up, contention, something being contested, arguments, and that sort of thing. So no real hatred going on here, no real long-term feuds, but some confusion and disarray and tension between people here. So if this is you, the thing to do is just keep moving forward, but don't hold on so tight to the things that you maybe assumed would be going on here. Be open to change, be open to listening to others. Try to do what you can to take care of yourself in terms of, taking some breaths, maybe doing some meditation, maybe getting out and taking a walk and that sort of thing, to try to find that calm center, but also to find, we've got two cards of the wand suit here. Find that passion and let it guide you. So the details are not as important here as the creative spirit and as the goal that you're trying to reach. So hang on to that. And I'm seeing a successful outcome here. Again, I have no idea who this is about or the specifics of the situation, but I just get the sense that everything is going to be okay. Keep using that energy and that passion. This is something that somebody does care about, I think, that they're working on. Don't let obstacles or moments where it seems like, okay, this is all over, I'm giving up here. Don't let it make you give up. Hang in there through the struggles and strife. Be open to listening to others and use this as an opportunity to create relationships over the long haul, as opposed to just getting something done in the short term, and that will serve you well. I wish you best on whatever this project is, little Princess of Wands here. If this is resonating with you, I genuinely would love to hear from you, and to know whether or not this has helped at all. If any of this is prompting thoughts or questions from anyone who's watching, I'd love to hear that as well. Or if you're a reader and you have observations, please leave comments here with the video, or pop on out to the weblog at brightblessingstarot.com and get in touch with me, or leave a comment there as well. Just a quick reminder, we will be having a tarot for beginners, kind of like how to get started with tarot session, coming up in early December. I can't remember the date right now. I'll have to get back to you on that. But at Rubber Rose Books in Print in downtown Kankakee, Illinois. Again, more information to come. But if you have wanted to, you've been curious about this practice, or you wanted to get started with the cards but kind of didn't know where to start, this will be ideal for you. We're going to talk a little bit about the history of the cards, where they came to us from, and a little bit about card meanings and stuff, but more about how you can get started with the cards and how you can use them to better your life. I think that will do it for this week. I plan to be back on Sunday for our Sunday morning spread. And as always, in the meantime, I wish you peace. Thank you so much for joining me today.